turkey and ducks and geese. So we work with them to provide their products. There's a farm out in Sherman who grows shiitake mushrooms, and we work with them. What I'm trying to do is really network with the other farmers and kind of help us all get together and support each other and provide their products to other people. So when you go to the Chautauqua Eats Locally Grown website, we're able to put other farms' products on there. So you'll find, well, not this week, but eventually you will find Margaret's chickens and turkeys, as well as my produce. You'll find, hopefully, eventually the mushrooms from Sherman. You'll find the fruit from Abrams Acres on there.
What is that address?
It's www.chautauquaeats, kind of long, .locallygrown.net. And it's a software that somebody developed. They actually use it for farmers markets across the country. It's really nice software though. So that's what we're using for our online order system. Our actual farm website is www.rootsandwingsfamilyfarm.com. You can find us both. Like I said, we're on Facebook as well. But both of those sites will give you more information about ordering. We do, if anybody ever did want to order, we do bring orders up to the Fredonia Farmers Market on Saturdays, so you don't have to come all the way up to Cherry Creek.
Did I hear you correctly? You do the Fredonia market?
We bring produce to the market. We don't stay. We drop it off with our friends Runge Farms at their table. Because I can't take all the poor kids to the market and have a happy day. Sorry?
Interesting day.
Yes.
How much is your CSA share?
It's like, oh, you guys missed that part. We changed it this year because we have 4 foster kids now. And instead of paying the $400 up front, what we do is this online order system. You can try it twice. You order what you want when you want and pay for it when you pick it up. On your third order, it's going to add on a $35 membership fee for the year. So the membership fee is $35 plus whatever you order. So, does that make sense? So you only pay for what you order and it's $35.
You may have already answered this too, but do you feel like demand is where you want it to be? Like, do you feel like you're selling as much as you are growing?
Not this year, but this year's kind of crazy, just with our family situation. I think it will grow, and I think this new way of doing this new type of CSA, when I surveyed our shareholders last year, they really liked the idea, and I know a lot of people in the area can't afford to pay $400 up front, and also they don't like the kohlrabi, they don't like the garlic cakes, they don't like the weird stuff that we grow. So I think that this is kind of a good middle ground for us. This year's going to be tough, but I think it'll grow over, by next year we should be fine. It's a little different. I think people understand it better. I like the CSA concept a lot. I like the part about the community supporting the farmer supporting the community. And I think we can still do that. I think we just need to do it in a different way. The problem I found with CSAs is that people around here just don't understand them really. It's not economically feasible for a lot of people. And a lot of people are just kind of, our diet is very different compared to a lot of other states, a lot of areas in the country. We're very meat and potato based. Whereas other parts of the country are thrilled to have plates of greens, 24/7. Our area is not like that. And I think this new system will allow people to have more choice. I think it will allow them to have more flexibility in their economic situation. We'll be able to accept food stamps once I get that rolling again. Whereas with the traditional CSA, you're legally not allowed to accept food stamps. Yeah.
I recently was reading this book by Joan Furman,
Okay.
and I don't know if it's type of nutritional program, but he does say that farm good health is greens.
Yes, absolutely.
And that they're nutritionally dense. So this would be a counter force for the meat and potato thinking that's out there.
Yeah.
That you can eat that twice a day, plus these other things that he adds. And I was just reading it like a day or two ago, and I said, well, that's a pretty simple fix for a lot of health issues.
It is. Kales and broccoli especially are one of the best things you can eat, really. I'm trying to tell my husband that, but.
But I'm talking about nutritionally dense.
Oh, yeah,
That's
absolutely.
a new word out there for a lot of people, that you get more bang for your buck and you can possibly get rid of your doctor,
Yeah,
which is a
absolutely.
really nice
Yeah.
thought.
Yep. Yep, absolutely.
I'll piggyback on that one because I really appreciate the value of all the antioxidants that we have in vegetables, especially organic. The problem is some people in our country have who are on medication for various illnesses, such as Coumadin. My
That's
dad,
rat poison.
yeah, my dad takes that blood thinner, and unfortunately he can't have the K vitamins, so the dark leafy greens he can't have. And it would be nicer if our doctors would encourage their patients to have a healthier diet and have a more nutritious diet, exercise so that they don't have to be on so many medications. But the problem is the pharmaceuticals, the HMOs, and the doctors are all in cahoots, and they're not in the business to heal, they're in the business to treat symptoms. So when people have family members that are more educated with organic foods, they can help their family members out. And that's what I try to do with my parents. But it is disconcerting that our society still is trying to be a one-pill wonder society instead of going back to the basics, which is why I appreciate farmers, because my dad's a great farmer. That's what's keeping him alive. He tends to Mother Earth, he tends to the grapes, he's out in the sun, he's out in the wind, the rain, the snow, within reason, but he's working his body, exercising and taking care of the earth. And nowadays, people are so busy in offices, on computers, it's a different lifestyle, and sometimes that goes hand in hand with not eating properly. There's a lot of fast food consumption, a lot of consumption of high fructose corn syrup, and all these other man-made chemicals which are bad for our system. So we're lucky that we can get to local farmers and eat locally and organically, as opposed to some other countries or other places, like I know in Puerto Rico, my relatives eat canned vegetables. They don't have a farm. And it's sad because they've got a beautiful big backyard, enough property where they can grow greens, but they're accustomed to eating the greens from their hands.
Well, I think that's definitely true, but I think there's also a lot of hope and a lot of, there have been some changes. Like if you ever, I don't go to McDonald's, but if you ever go to McDonald's or watch their commercials, you see they have things besides hamburgers and french fries. They have their salads now, they have their fruit smoothies. People are conscious of what they're eating. You know, at least some people are. And there's
There's not organic salads.
No, there's not. There's not. But part of that is because McDonald's won't pay for it. A lot of, I guess I should talk about that for a minute. A lot of the cost of organic is because it is physical labor. I am out there physically weeding the weeds out of my lettuce. I am out there changing the water every day for my chickens. There's no tractor dumping chemicals out to get rid of the weeds. You know, you can do 30 acres in a day with a tractor. I can do maybe a quarter of an acre, the most. So that's why organic costs more. You're paying the farmers to do more work. But back to the greens and things. There's definitely like the U.S. What do they call it? The meal on your plate. What's that? The food pyramid changes now with my plate.
Oh yeah.
And you can see they've added more greens and more vegetables to that, and they've decreased the amount of meat and the oils and the different fats. Michelle Obama, the school lunch, the federally funded school lunch system is changing, where they have to have much more healthier choices starting next year. There's a whole lot of things on the horizon where people are, whether they like it or not, going to be eating healthier if they're on the federal system. But I think people are more conscious. At least there's a significant number of people conscious enough to start demanding that, and you can see the market responding to that. I don't have a hard time selling it.
I'm anticipating I'll make it.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Once in your garden, we have a garden